Hello, there's a lot going on. First of all, there's a tropical storm coming, Tropical Storm Eta, and it's going to hit Jacksonville in just about 5 hours. Very fast moving storm, very little warning about this thing. But it's happening in the middle of a very big project too. So this is just a quick video to give an update on that project and an update on how I'm preparing for the storm. This is not going to have any editing or anything, so let's just go check it out. So first thing you'll notice is how many lines I have holding the boat down. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 lines on that piling going to different points on the boat. I've got 1, 2, 3 lines off the bow. I've got a spring line going all the way up toward the aft, and even more lines coming off the side. That's the main way I'm preparing. This is a floating dock, so it's going to be better than a solid dock, at least for mooring and using those lines to hold things in place. Also put out some more fenders, 2 there to double up, just so don't get any damage on the side if it gets pushed up against the side. I don't think it will unless it breaks all 4 of the lines on this piling, and that would be a big deal. Not gonna pretend to imagine what's gonna happen if that happens. So let's check out the big project that I've been doing. Gotta climb up. And the entire foredeck has been ripped up pretty much. You can see I've pulled the wood and the fiberglass from the insides of the flybridge there. I'm going to completely redo those, especially. Those are going to have their own special video. That's going to be really fun, so check that out when it comes out. The rest has been very carefully cleaned and polished. It's never going to be perfect because, again, this is a 40 plus year old boat. And it's got that yellow tinge to all the gel coat, so I can't really fix that without repainting the entire thing. But I can polish it up and wax it, and that's what I've been doing with these. I got the expensive stuff from West Marine. I very rarely go to West Marine, but for special things like this I kind of have to. I've got that rubbing compound, and beside it is liquid wax. And I spent like 50 bucks on these 2 bottles, and I spent 20 bucks on a hand buffer from Harbor Freight. So that's spend little money on the tools, spend a lot of money on the compound. That's the way I'm doing it. But in places where it's already been cleaned and polished and waxed, like up here, you can see like that's a very smooth, clean surface. There you go. And there are some imperfections here and there, like where it's been filled in the past, but overall this is a million times better than it was. There was like algae and stuff growing on there because it has been neglected for so long. I've cleaned it since I've bought it, but this is the first time I'm going all out with the rubbing compound and the wax to protect it, and that's going to be the real game changer here. Also done everything underneath the helm cover. I'm not going to take that off right now. And we've cleaned, but we haven't buffed out or wax any of the front yet, but it's like, it looks really good. Again, there was all sorts of algae and stuff. It was starting to look like this this Chris Craft Aqua Home over there. I mean, I don't ever want it to look like that, so I wanted to protect it while I could, and it's looking really good. You will notice though, on the front of the flybridge there are areas that just they've been completely worn down over the years. And I think that's from when it was transported. You have to pick up the flybridge and move it so that the boat's low enough to go under bridges. But I think when you strap it down, it rubs all of the gel coat off. So that's not dirt, that's just where the fiberglass is showing through. So I've got some gel coat on the way and some color matching pigments that I'm going to blend together, spray on, and hopefully cover up these spots here. And in the meantime, everything from the upper helm is on the aft deck here. These are the parts that I'm going to rebuild right there. These are the side parts. They are not marine grade plywood. They're falling apart. So I'm going to completely rebuild those with marine grade plywood, which costs like 90 bucks a sheet. Ugh, nothing is cheap, but if you're gonna do it right, you gotta do it right. And it's not just gonna be pure white either. I've got a really neat idea for how to give a little bit of classic style to these, hopefully with some beautiful wood. No promises. Again, that'll be its own video when it happens, because that's gonna be really, really cool. And that is pretty much what's going on right now. I've got a little bit more work to do before I'm completely ready for this tropical storm. Hopefully it's not going to be that big of a deal. It should come through at about 2 in the morning tonight, so I'm going to be up and ready for the worst of it. In the meantime, this is what's going on. Just wanted to give y'all a little bit of an update to show you some of the big projects and big concerns living on a boat in Florida in hurricane season. Alright, see y'all.